man. Hurry up and put Zangief bomb tier. Honestly? What's up, fellas? Panda here. In today's video, we'll be covering grapplers. What about them? Well, we'll be ranking every single one for my personal opinion on who's absolutely goated and who's bad representation. I will say there is a bunch that I've not played that make me interested in maybe doing grappler deep dives into those characters. You guys have been enjoying those videos, by the way. I've been putting a ton of time into them. I'm working on the next one right now. And I thought this would be a fun video to make, just kind of ranking every single grappler. And I will say this, if you don't like my opinion, let it be known. Roast me if you dare. I will say that, because I did have a ton of fun doing this. And again, it is just my opinion. There is one opinion that will certainly get me into trouble, I'll say that much. I hope you guys enjoy the video. But yeah, what's up, fellas? We're going to be ranking every single fucking grappler. Every single one. Every single goddamn one. And I've got to say, looking at this list, there's a ton I recognize. And then there's some where I'm all like, oh lord, who the hell is that? So I'm gonna get started right away with the people that I don't know, right? Let's see. So I do know the games, but like I think I should only count it if I've ever like played the grappler or got informed on it. So if I only know of the game, I'm not gonna count it, right? So for example, this game, I know of the indie game, but I've never looked up, I've never understood it, so I'm not gonna like act like I know anything about it, you know? I hate Taker. We'll get to that. Patriarch Starfish is a grappler? Must be from Neckbrawl, right? That's wild. Didn't know Shazam was a grappler. I played Injustice as well. I had no idea. I played Solomon Grundy. Yeah, there he is. I have played him and then him. Have played him. Hate him. Never played him. You know what? I'm gonna get started, right? So, bad representation, why? Because he replaced my GOAT. They replaced my GOAT with a cannibal who became a demon in Samurai Showdown with this guy. I hate his guts. They replaced Earthquake, my fat ninja. How dare they, right? That's just disrespect. So immediately bad representation. I hate him. I'm not a fan. Looking through here. Oh wait, I hate Hakan. I think his playstyle is unique, but I hate the fact that he oils up. I think it's dead creepy. I'm being honest, this guy is so creepy to me, man. Like, I'm not a fan. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of Hakan. Never have been. People think I'm crazy for that, but like, I'm not a fan of Hakan. Never have been. Okay, yeah. In terms of neutral, I'd probably say like the really off characters I played. As in like, I just have no opinion on them. Kinda like this guy. I do like that Power Rangers game, but I didn't really mess with him. Oh wait, no. Sailor Moon. She was a bad representation, right? This is Sailor Uranus. Main reason why? No. First female grappler. Pretty great. That's a good representation. However, Giga busted. Absolutely ridiculous in terms of balance. She's the only character with a forward dash. And she's the grappler of the game. And her forward dash comes out in the same frames as Johnny's, except if she got knocked down and did forward dash, it had iframes. So it was busted. It was just straight busted. It was actual villainy. So like, I'm not a fan. I feel like she was just designed too insanely, but I did enjoy the idea. But insanely bad. Neutral. I'm neutral about Lily. She's just kind of like T-Hawk, but like with a little bit more depth, and that's the same with T-Hawk as well. I find their playstyle is very boring. They're supposed to be like an in and out grappler that's really good at like taking space really quickly and then threatening the grab. But they don't do it in an interesting way. It's literally like they do an attack and they hope it whiffs. And I think that's really boring, if I'm honest. And with Lily, it's just like they do an attack and it's plus, right? It's just stack. That's all they're doing. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not a fan. I can't say I'm a fan. I really can't. It's kind of boring. It's just neutral, right? Same with this guy. I'm not a fan of his design, but I do like his gameplay design. I thought his gameplay design was very interesting and cool, but in terms of looking at them, I just see like grey and white. That's all I'm seeing. Like, I thought this guy was very boring to look at. I think his name was Voldheim or something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. But for me, kind of boring. Don't mess with him. This guy, as much as I love him being like the King 3D grappler design, he's kind of boring. I hate his design and I hate the way he talks. Well, I'm not a fan, but I do think he's got like a fun moveset. I just don't like his personality, bro. Like, you're trying to tell me he's a Native American? Bro's whiter than me. And ginger. Oh, he's like the Part 18 Cherokee, you know? Like, obviously you don't want to be stereotypical. That's totally cool. That's fine. But like, this guy's like the worst. So I'm neutral on him. As much as I play him and enjoy him, I'm neutral on him. I'm neutral. I'm neutral about this guy. He's supposed to be like a grappler that once he gets in, he's very good at taking you to the corner, and then he can threaten like really pressure-based like 50-50s. Besides that, I don't find him interesting. He was just more of a damage dumper. So I guess I put him in interesting unique because he wasn't really like a grappler, he was just a damage dumper. He just wanted to hit and then kill. So he is interesting for sure, but like, I feel like it was kind of boring. I do feel like it was kind of boring, but I do think he's unique in his own way. For sure, for sure. Probably not. Oh yeah, I'm not sure about Raid. In fact, no, he's unique. He's unique. He has a cool mechanic. He kind of works like Balrog, where he's like, you can charge his kicks for the entirety of the game. You hold kick, light kick, medium, or heavy. And then when you let it rip, he does this massive drop kick. And if you've held it for like 20 seconds, it's like plus unblock, does a ton of chip. And when it lands, it does so much damage, right? So he's designed in a cool manner, in a cool way. But like, I feel like his design, like looking at him, is very boring. But I do think his toolkit is very cool. Where's Pot? You know, we go from worst to best, right? We build up to some of the best grapplers in the business for sure. Oh yeah, I'm probably neutral in this. I have played them. They're from DOA 4, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But like, he's, or she, my bad. This is a variant of Spartans, and it looks exactly like Master Chief. But looks, they look cool. But like, it's just a DOA grappler that doesn't really have a ton of flair. Okay, let's put this guy. He's definitely new, not really unique, but he's a great grappler for sure. He's not that unique. He's just kind of like your standard do the chain throws or do the big damaging grabs, you know, like King's giant swings and that. But like, he's really fun. I love his design, over the top American, kind of like a cool Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean? He's all like, yeah! He's got those screams. I love it. I think it's fun. I think they're fun for sure. Oh, this guy was unique. Yeah. Sam Show, second style game. I loved him with and without his weapon. He was interesting and unique for sure. Sick grappler. As much as I love grappler, they're just interesting or unique. They're not like this goated ass grappler that's ridiculous. They're actually just like the design of a grappler that's made to hit you once and kill you once, right? They're ridiculous, but I love it. I do. Yeah, I'm probably neutral on Incineroar. In fact, all the Smash characters, yeah, dude, just Ganon. I'm neutral on him because it's like, this isn't designed to be Ganondorf. This is designed to be Captain Falcon, but tanky, you know? Like, that's it. I'm neutral on Birdie as well. In fact, you know, he's unique. He's unique. I like his grab style. I like how it's more based on distance and scaring the opponent into the throw. It was very unique for sure, but I hate his design. I'm not a fan. I don't like the way he looks. He looks like... Oh, Bane. Yeah, Bane. He was interesting. I liked his whole like stack idea, using the Venom to push up the damage and just be ridiculous. But he was just kind of like your standard like 2D grappler from MK games. He didn't do anything too mental. Very comparable with like characters like Shiva, where they're like, scary grappler, don't get hit. But then it didn't go any further than that. You know, they weren't that scary. They weren't that terrifying, for real. But this guy, he was unique because he had a lot of scary Rekka series with his strike throw. But I didn't think he was that cool. I thought he was lame as hell. I really did. But his gameplay definitely carried him. But I love his design. He's going up here. I think his design is awesome. Gameplay design, not so much. He's just a grappler, right? He has teleports. He has some weird, funky projectile stuff. But what I loved was just his design. I thought he looked cool as hell. I honestly thought the design was, oh my god. As much as I love old Joseph and young Joseph, bad representation of a grappler. He didn't have anything too mental, and his toolkit was weak. He visually looked cool, but like in a game based around stands, his stand was kind of lame, you know? So I just realized he kind of goes here. I love his design, but there wasn't anything really carrying him in terms of gameplay. La Diva! They're not that unique, if I'm honest. I do think I love their design, as in the way that like she looks, but in terms of gameplay, really boring, really bland. It's based upon walling the opponent and then running strike throw, and the only thing that's interesting is strike, but besides that your throw game is like really lame, really boring, does little damage. The only good thing you get out of it is okay, and neutral just sucked. I hated it. Was never a fan. Oh yeah, okay, definitely unique and interesting for Dolores. I like the whole zoning grappler where it's like you're standing in that space, you're getting grabbed, right? It's very unique, it's very interesting. It keeps you on your toes, right? There's not a safe space against her. You kind of have to be like ready to guess at a moment's notice, and you gotta get ready to jump out there in a moment's notice. So I think that's a pretty cool grappler. Vox? Neutral. I feel like his grappler gameplay design isn't that well designed. He just kind of has a throw, you know? So I wouldn't say he's a grappler, but for now he's the grappler, that's for sure. He's the grappler for now. He looks okay. Oh, Ram. Yeah, I've got to agree. Very unique grappler. He's kind of like Street Fighter 4 Zangief, but with a poison effect. Frankie Tack describes it like that. I've got to agree. Awesome grappler. Absolutely love playing them. But they weren't my favorite character in that game. It goes to someone else. It goes to someone else. Oh my god. Broly, he was very interesting, unique. He wasn't my favorite play in that game. But like, I absolutely loved the fact that he was just froze. He was just froze. He was froze the character. He had like 8 different throws. It was ridiculous. Loved doing it. Jason? I've got to put him up here. Jason is a personal favorite for sure. Why? Because you can play him like a grappler, you can play him as a teleporting grappler with debuffs, or you can play him as a slasher with some hit grab game plan. Honestly, an awesome design, and because of the variants, just goated. MK10, goated game, and they did an amazing job with this character. They really did. Visually very fun. Gameplay very fun, and one of the characters where the animations really suited them, in my opinion. So he's up there. He's up there. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, she's sick. I like her gameplay. I think she's a really great grappler. I can't mind her name, right? I played her. It was in the Blitzkampf game. I hope I said that right. I thought it was very fun. I like how simple she was. I like the 50-50 game plan, going for the flip for the anti-air, or going for grounded throw. But besides that, I feel like she's the perfect example of how to design a simple grappler. Except, I feel like her grabs could be a little cooler. I felt like they were kind of lame, right? You're kind of like this weird Krav Maga style grappler. You're not really doing any of that. You're just kind of grabbing and slamming. It felt a little weird to me. I kind of wish they had like bigger slams, or maybe a chokehold, or some type of like more submission work, you know what I mean? Besides maybe like an armbar. It'd be kind of cool. Oh, Hanzo, the speedy ninja. Okay, interesting, unique. Absolutely love his grappler play style. I thought it was very fun. He's all about getting into spaces with punishing well. So imagine Chip, but with a real grappler game plan, right? His grapples didn't deal a ton of damage, neither did his normal hits, but he can build up over time, right? And because Samsho was a slow game, his speed was definitely good, right? It wasn't that fast. You compare Chip's way faster, right? But like, it was so well designed. It was very interesting and very unique, right? Like the thing says. Where's Angel? I have played her, and personally, I feel like she's a great grappler. She's a grappler who rewards you for execution and getting good at her weird Rika stuff. Because once you get good at it, you've got a really solid character with a solid toolkit. Absolutely love the speed of her, the flurriness of her. Pretty freaky deaky. Gotta be a big fan. Gotta be a big fan. She's Mexican, so she's top 1. She's up there for real. But not my favorite Garou grappler, or Fatal Fury, or KOF. Not my favorite. King of Dinosaurs goes right next to her. He's designed to be the opposite of Tizoc. He's more focused on dodging the opponent and then grappling after a dodge. He is supposed to tank the throw, tank the hits, and then grab back. And I'm like, that's a cool design. For sure, I like that. I do like the idea of, like, he's the opposite of Tizoc. That's the only thing that really carries him up here. I think his design looks cool. His gameplay is not that unique, right? Let's be real. It's not that unique, but the fact that it's the opposite of Tizoc makes me kind of fall in love. Anyway, Android 16, he isn't that uniquely designed, but there's something about it that doesn't exist in any other fighting game, and that is the over-the-top grappler that can throw you absolutely anywhere. I loved it. Doug Central, right? Think about all the Leviro clips. Main reason why I love playing him. He's one of my absolute favorites, for sure. Personally, I would put him up here, but I don't think he's goated. I do not think he's goated, but I loved him. I loved him for sure. Craig Murdoch. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he's unique at all in Tekken. I don't think he's unique in Tekken. But he's a great grappler. I love the playstyle of just kind of like this absolute bruiser that friends 50-50s, and when he goes for the throw, absolutely terrifying. His tackle for sure was absolutely unique, I'll give him that. But like, he was an absolute bruiser. Absolute bruiser. Terrifying to fight. And when they got their strike throw game sorted, it was lights out, right? It was lights out. He was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Taiwan, great grappler for sure. I love this guy. He's like Potemkin and other 2D fighters. He slams the floor and you get knocked down. I think he's an awesome design for a grappler. And then he has like really cool combos. He has like the weird like OTG stuff. He picks your ass up, slams you. And one of the coolest supers, he strikes you with an earthquake as you land, my man. Really cool grappler. Really cool grappler. And then his running in KOF, funny as hell. Okay, Hanako, interesting, unique. Abominable, I love him, but like personally he's down here. He's not too unique. Where's Tager? I haven't played him, so he's here. He's here. Personal opinion though, I hate Tager, and everybody tells me I would love Tager. I do not like that man. I do not like him. Not a fan. Haven't played him. Yeah, let's kill him. See who's at the top? No one's there yet. Dude, we have so many to go through, my man. We have so many to go through. There's so many grapplers. That being said, I do like Alex. I felt like Alex was super fun in Third Strike and in Street Fighter 5. Like, I like the charge mechanics. I absolutely love the stomp. I love the command grabs. I like the stun command grab back in Third Strike. Personally, I love both. Alright, rank Z Broly. Okay, this is where I'm safe. Z Broly? He's not a great grappler. He's not interesting or unique because he's just armor, but he's a personal favorite. I will admit, I enjoyed just f***ing losing my brain cells and spamming the lariat. You know what I mean? Like putting your chest into it and just the least grappler, but he's Broly, so it's fine. Exactly. He's a personal favorite. I love it, right? You know what? I'm gonna get one of the biases out of the way. Armor King's goated. Design is sick. Awesome command grabs. Great heal variant of King. I'm putting him up there. I may as well. I'm gonna get that out of the way. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. Blaze? Okay. He's interesting and unique for sure. I love his grappler game plan. He's supposed to be a quick grappler that actually runs around the opponent and is pretty tricky, right? Extremely tricky. And like, there's no other grappler that does that in 3D fighters. There's no other 3D grappler that's actually like running around you like a menace and you're like, what's going on, right? You get that in 2D grapplers, but you don't get that in 3D grapplers, so he's definitely going for that. Beowulf is a personal favorite. I've got to put him up there. He's kinda goated. Awesome design. I love the clinch style command grab. There's no other grappler that does that. I love the taunt stacks. Like, he's got everything a grappler would want. Personal favorite, man. Could be goated, but he's definitely up there. I love this guy. He's a personal favorite. He's not that unique in my mind. I don't think he is. He's just kind of like your normal grappler, but the fact that he grabs with his cheeks is pretty funny. I kinda love him. He's a personal favorite. Cerebella, I think they're a great grappler. Pretty cool character in general. Nothing too mental going on there. Big fan. Hurry up and put Zangief bomb tier. Honestly, spitting. No, okay. Personally, I feel like if you were going for like #1 grappler of all time, like you can't deny it, right? You can't deny it. He's up there. He is up there, right? Personally, for me though, I think he's just kinda boring. I feel like he's kinda boring, right? I love his personality, I love his character, but his gameplay, it's just kinda boring. Yeah. He started it all, without a doubt. He started it all, but he's just so boring. Yeah, he's boring. Like, there's nothing too mental going on with his game plan. And all he's doing is really threatening SPD, which, you know what, a grappler should only be threatening his command grab, right? But his strike game isn't fun. His 50-50 game isn't fun on strike. His neutral feels like ass. You need to wall the opponent in. He doesn't have anything that's the fun factor. And then the things that are fun factors in Street Fighter 6, I absolutely love the dropkick in Street Fighter 6. It's a horrible tool. It's a horrible tool. It's objectively a bad tool. But yeah, in my opinion, Zangief's boring, but like all the things that make him cool in Street Fighter 6, they're not worth doing. They're not worth doing. They're far worth from doing. Oh, this guy. This guy was kinda cool. If you guys don't know about Street Fighter EX Layer, I hope I said that right. Mad game. Mad game. I absolutely love that game. It's such a sick Street Fighter. It's so unique. It's got fun mechanics. Who is that? The name isn't coming to me, and it's Indian, meaning I'll fuck pronunciation. So I'm gonna go look it up. Darun Mister. Yeah, Darun. I hope I'm saying that right. Darun. He was in Street Fighter EX, which is a really sick game. Really sick game. And yeah, he was designed really well. He was kind of like Zangief, but with a bit more flavor to him. So I quite like him. I do. He had this level 1 where he'd like put his belly into it, right? He'd send you to the sky, he'd put the belly into it, he sends you up, and that allows for a combo. And I'm like, okay, that's fun. That's fun. He was cool. He was certainly cool. I was a big fan. I believe he's also an EX Fighting Lair, which is the 3D, like it's a 2D game, 3D style. They got Terry as a guest character in it, because of course. And he was in it. I've never played that fighting game, but I've always been tempted, but I always seem dead, so I never have. Sad as it is to say. Where's Earthquake? Earthquake is not on this list, sadly. He's not on this list, but I'll do this. I'll do this. I love Earthquake. He is such a well-designed grappler. I absolutely love Earthquake. He's tricky, he's mobile, he plays into the game's mechanics well, but like everything he does is committal, so it's punishable, and then he has the throw to mix you up, keep you on your toes. I love Earthquake. I love Earthquake. Samsho grapplers have always been weird, and I loved his style, man. I wish in Samsho 5 they didn't bring this ugly I absolutely hate with all my guts, and they brought him in. Like, it makes no sense. Why did they redesign, man? Earthquake was sick. I love Earthquake. Oh, Astrov. Okay, Astrov? Kinda goated. He's probably one of the most unique 3D grapplers out of all the other 3D grapplers, for sure. Cool long-range game plan based upon chipping away at the opponent until they get in. And when they get in, you just threaten your throw game, right? You threaten the atomic drop, you threaten the funny, like, toss them up into the OTG slash. He's a sick grappler. Absolutely sick grappler. Love him to death. Absolutely love him to death. One of my favorites. Next, Krauser. Oh my god. If you guys have never played KOF 98, highly recommend it. Krauser is a sick grappler. The Krauser's sick. Tiger Fireball game plan, mixed with grapples, mixed with 50-50 strike throw, and then he had really good getting tools, and then he had a parry, and then he had like iframe command grabs. He's such a sick design. Hagar. At first, I thought his game plan was boring in Marvel, until I dived into it. Then I think he's up here. I love him. I think he's sick. I love the drop kicks. I love the lead pipe. It's a classic. And then his strike throw game plan, the like 8-layer mix up in the corner is so nasty, and I love it. I think it's sick. I haven't played Marvel a ton, but from the bits I have, it's gotten me good at Marvel for Hagar. And I love it. I think it's sick. Also, a bit of Scottish heritage, so like, I'm on then. Shao Kahn, I'm gonna assume this is Mortal Kombat 11. I'm neutral. I loved his design visually in that game. I thought he was super cool. But his gameplay, kinda lame. I kinda hate him. I kinda hate him. But yeah, L30, probably a bad representation now I'm thinking about it. Unique design in terms of gameplay, but like, I kinda hate him as a character. I hope he never comes back. Next, Vice. Oh yes, long range grappler. Very cool, very well designed. She had the dunk, she had the slams, high damage, she had like a little sweep attack, catch you off your guard. Really well designed, very fun. I played her mostly in the older KOFs. I haven't played her in KOF 15 yet. Would like to see what that's all about for sure. So I'm a fan, I'm a fan. Who's next? Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. I'm gonna be honest, one of my personal favorites. I know Injustice is a disgusting game, but Solomon Grundy is one of my absolute favorite grapplers for sure. I think he's sick as hell. I do. I absolutely love him. He's such a basic design of like, let's buff up and then let's cave someone's skull in with a command grab. I love him. He's up there for me. Donkey Kong? This is like one of the Smash grapplers where I'm like, yeah. Because it's Donkey Kong, right? Who doesn't love Donkey Kong? And then he had the funny like thing. I love that grab he does where he puts him over his head and just like, take him off to the edge, yeet, and then you hit him with one of those, right? You look good. I'm a fan. I like Donkey Kong. He's cool. Hugo! This is Saucy Zangief, in my opinion. He's up here. Hugo is one of the GOATs. Awesome grappler. Saucy Zangief. He's got the claps for dealing with projectiles. I thought that was cool. Such a cool design. And then he had the command grab, you know, the 1, 2, 3. We love it. We love it for sure. See, who's next? Clark. He is kinda goated, not gonna lie. He's kinda goated. He has like everything that a grappler could want. And he has a very fun design. He has a very fun design. The whole military aesthetic. He feels almost like John Cena in ways. Argentina backbreaker. He has the Frankensteiner as a DP command grab. He has a running freeze. He has rolling death cradle. He's so well designed as a grappler. And he's got the little hops to mess with people lows. I love it. I think he's really well designed. He's one of my favorites for sure. He's like up there. He's up there in my opinion. Right, let's see. Jeffrey. Oh, he's kind of great. He's kind of great. They need to update his aesthetic for real in terms of like his voice. Because that game is so out of date. But I love Jeffrey. Laura? I feel like she's interesting. I like the set play zoning. Well, it's not zoning, right? She sets up the projectile, and then your brain's all like, yo, what's going on here, right? Your brain's all like, whoa, what's going on here? Set play projectile, down you hold 50-50. Oh, yeah, screw that, right? My opinion. Really cool design, but I kind of wish she was, like, less horny baited, I guess. That's something I don't like about modern Street Fighter. It's very horny. It's very horny. I love the designs, but can we chill a little bit? Manon! Interesting, unique, for sure. I love the medal system, and then I like the avoidance system. I just kind of wish they dived into that a bit more, because right now she feels very weak. Visually, also very fun, but her grabs kind of need more impact for me, right? They need more slam, more boom. I understand she's supposed to be elegant and all that, but for me, it just doesn't slam hard. Like Marissa, who's not on this list. Oh god. Well, Marissa would be here. Marissa would be here. And I mained her, I got her master, so anybody says she's not a grappler, I say otherwise, because I played her. Armika, I'm gonna be real, I don't think she's that interesting. I really don't. I feel like her taunt mechanic, where she talks into the mic, is cool, but like, she's kinda boring. Like, she doesn't have a ton going on. Street Fighter 5 had a ton of fun set play, for sure. I'll give them that. Like, a ton of fun set play, but like, nothing mental. Nothing mental. Yeah, Street Fighter grapplers kind of need like a little bit more in my opinion. Hulk, I think he's interesting. He's kind of like the armor unit that you imagine, but with like weird Rika series. It's like Rika armor. He approaches, he backs out, and then he gets back in. It's super cool. It's a fun design. And then the grapple style, he grabs you, bop, 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 yeet. Does some good damage. Fun supers. I just kind of wish there was a bit more visual flair to him. I feel like he needs a bit more visual flair, right? Lead pipes, visual flair. Big slams, not so much, right? We need a bit more than hitting someone with a boulder, you know? We need some more, like, funner normals, in my opinion. Because, like, seeing the Hulk just do, like, grrr, looks so boring. Let's talk about DOA. Tina? She's kind of good. She's kind of good. She's a well-designed grappler. I really like her style of, like, this aggressive grappler playstyle. Very quick, very in your face. Has the giant swing, all the different clutches, does a ton of damage. In my opinion, I prefer playing her father. I do prefer playing Armstrong. But Tina, very fun. I would say that she's probably more like iconic than Big Man Armstrong here. We're getting down to Vanessa. She's mad. I did more research into Virtua Fighter, and her grappling gameplay is so messed up. It's genuinely so messed up. I was watching some of it and I was just in shock. She has this stance, right? Basically, what makes Virtua Fighter a mad game is the fact that Oki isn't guaranteed, right? And she makes that even more so because she'll lie on her back like this, right? And you want to know something? Your Oki now is her Oki, right? She does this. She'll lie on the floor and then she can like she can grab you from it, from what I believe. She can strike you from it. So like, if you get knocked down on her, it's all of a sudden like, no, I've got a wake up on you. Blue Mary, one of the first few female grapplers, right? So she's definitely up there in my mind, personal favorite. And she is so cool. Our design is so sick. In terms of like visually, she's kind of like a female Terry in terms of like looking. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of cool. They've got like a little matching color scheme going on. It's kind of cute. And then her command grab comes off of a counter. I love is like what she'll do this. She'll go like that, right? And during this is a parry stance, right? It's a parry stance. Well, it's a dodge stance, right? If you hit her between the 20 frames, she's invulnerable when she goes like that, right? Mr. Beast, she does that. If you go to hit her, and then she does the quarter circle forward afterwards, she'll dodge, grab, German suplex. It's a really cool design for a grappler, and they were trying to be unique about it, right? Because they're all like, okay, big body grappler's been done. What do we do with the female grappler? One of the first few female grapplers. And they're like, let's make her the opposite of what a big body grappler wants to do. Big body grappler wants to wall you and like start running offense there. What if she was more defensive? Blue Mary, such an awesome design. Love her. Okay, in my opinion, this guy's up here, man. I love Thunder. His aesthetic, I feel like he's really good at actually playing like the tribal grappler. I look at T-Hawk and I'm like, nah. It feels like the part Cherokee thing. And then I look at Wolf and I'm like, it is the part Cherokee thing. I look at Thunder and I'm like, that is a real tribal Native American right there. And he's so sick. But he's so sick. He's got this install stay where he gets crows. And when he has the crows, he does a forward dash. And that forward dash can cross up, right? So if your opponent's here, yeah, cross them up. It's really cool. And he can go through projectiles. And what made him dangerous is the fact that in this game where you want to do combo breakers, you couldn't combo break command grabs. He'll do the command grab, and you can't combo break it. So he was so cool, he was so well designed, but he's not that mental. He's not that mental in terms of like being a powerful grappler, but he was so cool. Orochi Yashiro! Oh, the agile grappler that will bust your skull open. He's gotta be a personal favorite of mine for sure. Yashiro is OD. Yashiro is OD as hell. I gotta agree. Yashiro is certainly up there. Mad grappler style. Actually does a ton of damage. And in his grab where he just flips over you and then yeet. He starts doing all that. I love it. I think it's sick as hell. I personally think Yashiro has the most flair to his grappler game plan. In my opinion, he looks the coolest when he's doing his grappler game plan. Give him a different fit, maybe. He looks weird as hell, but he's up there. He's up there for sure. Oh, he's like, Shermie! She's a personal favorite. I think she goes here, the bottom of personal favorites. I feel like she's really well designed. She's a different design of Grappler, where it's like, I play mid-screen, but then I'll take my space, right? She goes like, I'm mid-screen, but then I take my space. I'm mid-screen, then I take my space. It's so cool. That's what she does. She's like, I'm mid-screen, take space. Mid-screen, take space. And then that's what makes her so unique, right? She wasn't walling you. She just was always threatening her grappler game plan, and she looked good doing it. And of course, you know, people like Shermie were probably like, yeah, I don't mind getting grabbed. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. These three are all in GOAT status. I'm not even gonna cap. So it's all about order. King goes before Armor King. But yeah, King, I feel like Armor King's cooler than King, because I do like a little bit of edge. In terms of gameplay, it also goes to Armor King. He just has a better look to him. He has the wave dash. He was like a pseudo Mishima, pseudo like King. But now King is, he's up there with Armor King for sure. There are two Kings. Yeah, Armor King was like a pseudo Mishima and pseudo King playstyle, whereas King was like fully King. Grappler hell, chain throws, great pokes, big pressure, and yeah, I gotta love. Yeah, Shermie could grab you thrice. Goddamn. Armor King was cooler. In my opinion, Armor King's cooler. Cooler design, cooler game plan. Who's next? Who is my number one and my number two? Because I'm gonna be honest. This is number one and number two you guys are looking at right now. You guys are looking at number one and number two. This is the Grappler I played when I was a kid. This is the Grappler I play now. Who's my number one, guys? Potemkin and tizoc. Have to go in this order. I believe Potemkin is probably my all-time favorite grappler, in my opinion, because he's so well designed, he has a ton of depth, and everything he does just works. I love his design, I love his character lore in that, but in my mind, tizoc is cooler. No, I'm kidding. I just want to throw you guys a curveball. Nah, tizoc is, in my opinion, I think tizoc's cooler, right? No, guys, I'm messing. No switch up. Boo. No switch up. I'm taking the piss. In my opinion, tizoc is a cooler design. And I absolutely love his game plan compared to Potemkin's, right? It didn't work out. It was low tier as hell. But if City of the Wolves, Fatal Fury is able to implement that gameplay style that he had in Garou and make it work, it genuinely might become my favorite grappler. So tizoc, in my opinion, is the cooler grappler. But Potemkin is well-rounded, sick as hell, and just, he looks so cool, bro. Like, look at him. Like, bro, look at Potemkin. Isn't he an adorable, rotund fella? Look at him. Of course he's number one. Potemkin, in my opinion, number one grappler. Personally my favorite. Biases on all that. In terms of ordering, as a Wall of Doom, Gundam reference, and the anti-air grab, I understand. He also has references to, I'm gonna sound like a dork here. Kinnikuman Man and Ultimate Muscle, which is what I grew up on. I grew up on Ultimate Muscle. I've started watching Kinnikuman Man. I think it's a bit at times, but I think it's one of the most goated shonen series that started shonen. Yeah, Potemkin references it, tizoc references it, and both the Kings reference
well fellas, that is the end of the video, and I cannot wait to see the comments on this one. I'm genuinely looking forward to it. But I hope you guys really enjoyed. I had a ton of fun making the video in this tier list, and I want to hear what you guys think. Where am I wrong? Where are you guys right? You know, the classic to be sure. And yeah, peace out. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff, and we're going to be heading out now. See ya.